Hi, I'm Anthony from bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com, and in this video we'll explore why Rory Gallagher, his guitar solo sounds so melodic, and what you can learn and what you should learn from him. So especially for a blues guitarist, Rory Gallagher, his guitar licks and solo sound very melodic. So what's behind all of this, and how can you learn from him so you can play also more melodic lines yourself? So before we look into example licks, it's important to understand three key concepts if we want to study Rory Gallagher's his melodic soloing style. And if you look at his soloing style, first we need to address the scales he uses. And of course Rory had a tremendous amount of feel for melody, but this doesn't alone explain the way he plays, of course. And if you look at the scales he used, the minor scale sounds much more melodic than the minor pentatonic scale. So this is exactly the scale he used a lot, the minor scale. And here in the tablature below you'll find this scale if you don't know it already. So the A minor scale in this example, and this is the scale Rory used a lot. But knowing the scales he uses isn't an explanation for his melodic sense of playing style, as a lot of intermediate guitarists use the minor scale but still not sound very melodic. And we need to delve deeper and look into the note choice that Rory uses. So he played a lot of the second note of the minor scale, also called the ninth, which you could play here as the fourth fret on the G string as the B note, and the flat third as the C note here on the G string, fifth fret. And he used those notes to get back to the root note. And of course this doesn't really sound like Rory, so we need to look even deeper into his decorative elements he uses. So now that we have the note choice done, Rory used a lot of these notes to decorate his playing, and he went from this the second note of the minor scale, the ninth, to the flat third. By the way, if you don't know anything about intervals yet, I would recommend to watch my video on this topic of the intervals first. But he basically used those tones to get back to the root note, but he used them with ornamentation elements, which are hammer-ons and pull-offs between the ninth and the flat third here. You can use the tablature that you see below this video to follow along with the example licks. And here I'm playing over a simple A5 to G5 chord progression, as Rory used a lot of power chords coming from his background in hard rock. And also the minor scale he used a lot comes from his background, that is the hard rock, because that is the most used scale, the minor scale, in hard rock playing. So as you can see, he used a lot of this decorative element. Which contributes to the fact he sounds very melodic. And of course we can play this at different positions on our guitar neck, so each time we find those notes, in this case of the A minor scale, it's the A, B and C note. We can use the B and C note as a little decorative element to get this melodic lick. For instance, here at the 12th fret. And in this case, when we're playing at the 12th fret, we're playing around the position of the A minor pentatonic scale. If we use that scale as a framework to build that lick around, we could use the A minor scale here in this position as well. But if you're looking at it from the point of view of A minor pentatonic, this would be the scale position here. So we could actually use this scale position to improvise with and build around this decorative Rory Gallagher style element. So here's, for example, how this would sound over these chords. So if we're studying any guitarist, instead of just randomly copying some licks of them, we need to have the framework we just discussed. So the framework here is the bigger picture framework as we study the scales these guitarists are using. We study the note choice, and then we study also the decorative elements they're using. And then we're in a much better position than if we just randomly copying their licks. So if we understand this framework, we can take their licks and add it to our own playing. So anytime we're improvising, we can add those licks in. So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you get all of the latest videos to your YouTube home feed. And also check out the website at bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com, where you'll see a free downloadable guide on how to play more advanced blues guitar solos.